Hello and good evening from McBride Stadium in Richmond, Indiana. The Hamilton Joes will take on the Richmond Jazz in game number 40 of the GLSCL season. It's a doubleheader today. Sam Newcomb here alongside Luke Westpoy. Luke, Joes currently have a one-game lead in the South Division over the Richmond Jazz. If they're able to sweep the Jazz tonight, they'll get home field advantage for the first round.
Yeah, that's all we're playing for right now. In both divisions, all four teams that will be in the playoffs have already clinched. These Richmond Jazz did it at home yesterday. And now you're just playing for home field advantage, but that'll be huge, as obviously you want to play in front of the Joe faithful at Foundation Field. And like you mentioned, if the Joes are able to sweep today, they'd be able to decide that now. Should they split this series, they could also potentially grab home field advantage if they were able to pick up a win tomorrow against the Cincinnati Steam. But should be an exciting doubleheader here from McBride Stadium.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Batting first in right field, John Sanjul. Batting second in center field, Harry Jackson. Batting third in catching, Sammy Sass. Batting fourth in left field, Leighton Banjoff. Batting fifth and at first base, Matt Dietering. Batting sixth at third base, Luke Arnold. Batting seventh, DHing, Dalton Miller. Batting eighth and at second base, Ethan Lyman. And batting ninth and at shortstop, Garrett Staten. On the mound for the Richmond Jazz is Andrew Dietz. Dietz is making his eighth start of the season, fourth appearance against the Joes. His first pitch to John Sanjul is a fastball at the knees called strike. Dietz has a 5-2 record, 5.21 ERA. Pitched in the All-Star game at Prasco earlier this week. Gave up 3 earned runs in that one. Swing and a miss from Sanjul, and the count's 0-2. Joes in their black uniforms, gray pants. The uniforms are yellow numbers on the back with red trim. Richmond Jazz in their navy blues, white numbers and white pants. The 0-2 pitch is a fastball low for ball 1. Beautiful day for some baseball here in Richmond. Great crowd on hand. Playoff preview, because these two teams will be playing in a best out of 3 series as Sanjul lifts this one into shallow left field. That'll get down for a base hit. So John Sanjul starts today's game with a leadoff hit, and the Joes have a runner aboard.
Yeah, Sanjul just pushed that one out to left. It made a loud sound coming off the bat, but didn't have too much speed behind it. But he got the right amount of loft and was able to plop it into the shallow outfield, and Joe's in good position after a leadoff base knock, and now Harry Jackson, who had a great day yesterday, will come in.
Wind is blowing out towards left center field, so we might be able to see a couple home runs tonight. Harry Jackson in the batter's box, batting from the right side. Dietz's throw at home is at the knees, called strike. 0-1 the count.
Harry went 3 for 5 yesterday with a double, also had 2 RBI in that one.
His average is up to .356 on the season. Dietz will step off and throw over to first. Sanjul back in time. Take a look at the defense for the Richmond Jazz. Tyler Johnson in left field. Leandre Turner in center. Bradley Fleener in right. Cale Chatham at third. Tyler Borges at short. KJ Curry at second. Ben Huber at first. The 0-1 is a fastball low at the shins. Ball 1. And then behind the dish for the Jazz is Chandler Skelly. The Jazz are 18-4 at home. They've been pretty successful here at McBride Stadium. Joes have beat them once here. And Dietz is going to check on Sanjul once again. Sanjul back in time. A ball and a strike to Harry Jackson. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Glad you can join us here on YouTube on this Friday evening. Dietz is 1-1. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Sanjul is on the move. He is in there sliding head first without a throw. So the Joes have a runner in scoring position now. They are second in the league with 107 stolen bases. You can make it 108 now after Sanjul gets that stolen bag. 1-2 the count to Harry Jackson, nobody out. Sanjul on second base. The pitch from Dietz is a breaking ball, and Jackson is way in front, waves and misses, and that's the first out of today's ball game. Andrew Dietz plays his college ball at Chestnut Hill College. He last pitched July 17th for the Jazz. Again, and he went 4 innings, gave up 0 earned runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and that was against the Bison. Sammy Sass will dig in from the right-hander's batter's box. The first pitch from Dietz is called strike on the outside corner. Sammy Sass batting .292 on the season, has 5 home runs on the year as well. 4 of those home runs came in 1 week alone. Dietz gets the sign from Skelly, now comes set on the bump. Takes a look over at Sanjul at second, now kicks and fires home. This one is lofted into right field, but this one's going to get out of play. And the count's 0-2 to Sammy Sass. Leighton Banjoff on deck for the Joes. San Jules on second base. He led things off here in the inning with a single into left field. Andrew Dietz sets and now fires the 0-2. And that's called strike 3 at the knees. Sammy Sass watched it go by. And Sass is retired with the backwards K. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dietz, and there's 2 down in the inning for Leighton Banjoff. Leighton Banjoff out of Nebraska, batting .278 on the season. See if he can clutch up and score San Jewel from second base with a base hit. 2 outs in the inning here in the top of the first. Andrew Dietz on the mound for the Jazz. Delivers home. And this one is poked out in his shallow center field. That'll get down for a base hit. San Jewel around third. The play at the plate's going to be cut off. And the Joes strike first. Banjoff attacks the first pitch offering from Andrew Dietz. And he sends one into center field for an RBI single. And the Joes lead 1-0.
Yeah, after Sammy Sass got a strike 3 called on him after falling behind in the count, Leighton Banjoff learns from the at-bat, decides to go after the first pitch, and it was a good one to hit. He sends it right down into center, and the Joes have the lead.
So the Joes strike first in this one. Matt Dietering will bat. Looks at a ball outside. Dietering batting .309 in the season with 20 RBIs. Doubleheader today. We'll play 7 innings in each of the 2 games. Dietz will step off and lob over to Huber at first. 323 down the left field line, 402 to dead straightaway center, and I believe it's like only 310 on right field. That light pole's blocking my view from the sign, but Dietering fights one off, foul. It counts 1-1. Right field is definitely shorter than left field, so advantage to left-handed batters. Ball and a strike to Matt Dietering with 2 outs in the inning. Dietz will step off again and toss it over to Huber, but Banjoff back in there without a slide.
Yeah, it's 3-11 out there in left. Dietering crushed one in batting practice that actually went over the old scoreboard, so he certainly likes to hit in this ballpark.
The 1-1 pitch is a ball. Banjoff on the move. He doesn't go sliding. He's in there standing up for another stolen bag for the Joes. Second stolen bag of today's game already here in the first inning. And now Matt Dietering can, if he's able to find a gap out in the outfield, score Banjoff. The count's 2-1, so he's probably going to get a good pitch here. Dietz sets and fires. Ball outside, 3-1 the count. On deck is Luke Arnold. 3-1 the count with 2 outs. Leighton Banjoff leads off at second base. Dietz's pitch, swing and a foul ball. That's going to get into the street that borders McBride Stadium on the left side. Count runs full. Andrew Dietz gets the signal from Chandler Skelly, now sets. Kicks and throws. This one is a ground ball, and that's through the right side of the infield. Banjoff around third. He'll easily score, and the Joes get another RBI single in the inning, this time off the bat of Matt Dietering.
Yeah, that was just a hard-hit ground ball, and KJ Curry did his best at second base, but it just slid underneath his glove. And Matt Dietering has just been red hot the second half of this season. The Joes extend their lead.
2-0 our score here in the first inning. And now Luke Arnold will step up to the plate with 2 outs.
And with that RBI, Matt Dietering is now tied for third on the team in that category.
Arnold flares this one into shallow right field. Coming in and making the catch is Fleener for the third out of the inning. Leighton Banjoff has an RBI single, as well as Matt Dietering in the first inning. The Joes lead 2-0. We go to the bottom half. When we come back, we'll give you the Jazz lineup and the Joes starting pitcher. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Adg Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors. offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. Adg Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. Adg Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Back here at McBride Stadium. Here in Richmond, Indiana, let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Richmond Jazz. Batting first at second base, KJ Curry. Batting second at third base, Cale Chatham. Batting third at first base, Ben Huber. Batting fourth in left field, Tyler Johnson. Batting fifth and DHing and pitching, Andrew Dietz. Batting sixth and at center field is Leandre Turner. Batting seventh in right field, Bradley Fleener. Batting eighth and behind the dish, Chandler Skelly. And batting ninth, Tyler Borges. He's at shortstop. So KJ Curry will dig in. He's batting .316 on the season. Batting from the right side on the mound is Clay Brock. Clay Brock, Jr. at Central Michigan. Throws to Sass behind the dish. That's a fastball just outside. Clay Brock has a 2-2 record, 3.22 ERA, making his 7th start of the season, 11th appearance for the Joes this summer. Clay Brock winds and fires the 1-0. It's a breaking ball, change piece, and they're going to appeal down to the base umpire. And Curry held up, counts 2-0 to KJ. Clay Brock's 2-0 pitch on its way. Fastball that is right down the middle for a strike. Clay Brock last pitched against the Jazz on July 10th. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 earned, 9 hits. Did not walk any, struck out 6. Brock's 2-1, fastball inside, and the count's 3-1. So Clay Brock looking to have a better outing against this Jazz team. 3 balls and a strike to KJ Curry. The 3-1 pitch, fastball on the outside corner, strike 2, and the count runs full. So the count is full to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the first, KJ Curry. Clay Brock's payoff pitch is roped right back up the middle for a base hit. KJ Curry barrels up that 3-2 pitch straight up the middle for a leadoff hit in the inning. We saw John Sanjul lead things off with the leadoff hit in the top half of the first, and KJ Curry does the same here in the bottom half. Cale Chatham will now bat. Chatham batting .309 on the season with 2 home runs and 20 RBIs. First pitch to Chatham is a fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 the count to Chatham, who's batting from the left side. Clay Brock sets, and now he's going to step off and throw over to first. Dietering had to come way off the bag to try to get that baseball. He was able to keep it in front for the most part as it trickled away maybe 2 feet or so. Cale Chatham plays his ball at LaGrange College, hometown of Woodstock, California. Hit and run is on. Ground ball to second base to Lyman. Lyman fields and throws over to first in time for out number 1. KJ Curry will advance to second as he was on the move on that pitch. A 4-3 put out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the first, and now Ben Huber will bat. Ben Huber's been raking at the plate, batting .395 on the season.
Yeah, Huber's had a great year. He played at Limestone College prior to this year, but now he is transferring to Big East Power UConn to play his final season of college ball.
The Jazz had a doubleheader against the Marlins yesterday, and Huber went a combined 5 for 8 in those 2 games. First pitch to Huber's in the dirt. Sass eats it up in front of him. Good block there from Sammy Sass behind the dish. 1-0 the count to Ben Huber, who's batting from the right side. KJ Curry's on second base for the Richmond Jazz. 1 out. The 1-0 pitch from Brock. It's a breaking ball. Ground ball to shortstop Garrett Staten. Now he's going to flip to third. The tag is applied, and he's out. Smart play there from Garrett Staten, throwing to Luke Arnold at third base to get KJ Curry.
Yeah, like you said, that was just a smart play. Staten had great reaction on that ball that allowed him to have time to look over the situation, and he made the right play, got the lead runner, and now things are a little less threatening with only a runner on first instead of in scoring position.
Ben Huber's on first base. He reached on the fielder's choice, and now Tyler Johnson up to bat. He has 5 home runs on the season. First pitch to Johnson's foul tipped into the glove of Sass for strike 1. Johnson out of Coastal Carolina University. Batting from the left side. He's batting .319 on the season. Claybrock's 0-1. Fastball called strike at the knees. Now Claybrock has Tyler Johnson right where he wants him. Johnson is on a 4-game hit streak rather. Had 1 hit in the All-Star game on Tuesday at Prasco Park. The 0-2 pitch upstairs for a ball. Good pitch there from Brock, but Johnson doesn't go chasing on the high cheese. The count's 1-2. 2 outs in the inning. Joe scored 2 in the top half of the first. Jazz have a runner on first base here with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch from Brock is lofted up into shallow or deep left center field. Harry Jackson, the center fielder, will get all the way towards the track near the 375 sign and will make the catch. So Tyler Johnson able to get a hold of that one, but Harry Jackson able to track it down deep in the left center gap for out number 3. The Jazz get 1 hit, but they can't do anything with it. We go to the second inning. Joe's lead 2-0 here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com. A proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton. Back here at McBride Stadium, leading off for the Joes here in the second inning is going to be Dalton Miller. Dalton's been swinging a hot bat lately, has also been pitching the ball well.
Yeah, Dalton's pitched on back-to-back days. We'll see. Maybe he'll get his chance tonight. We talked to him yesterday after he closed out the game in the win against the Bison as he grounds this one foul. And he said as long as he goes under 20 pitches, he's good to go the next day. So I don't believe he got to that 20-pitch mark yesterday, so maybe he could come in later this evening. We shall see.
Yeah, he came in to finish things last night in the 9th inning. Did not give up a hit. Walked the first batter. But was able to strain that runner on base. Counts 0-1 to Dalton, who will now step back in the batter's box. Tap the plate one time and get ready for the next pitch from Andrew Dietz. Dietz winds and now fires. Swing and a line drive. This one is in shallow right field, but coming in to make the catch is Bradley Fleener. Fleener playing pretty shallow. And he's able to get Dalton Miller out for the first out of the inning. Like we talked about earlier in the broadcast, pretty short porch over there in right field. Fence is what, 311 you said?
311.
So, now the eighth man in the lineup, eighth in Lyman, will bat. Lyman watches a strike go by at the knees. Lyman playing second base today. Had his first hit as Hamilton Joes in yesterday's game. Actually had two hits, a single and a triple. Went 2 for 4 in yesterday's win over the Bison. Counts 1-1 to Ethan Lyman. Ball and a strike to Lyman with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Andrew Dietz on the mound, throws home. That's a breaking ball that dove low and outside for ball 2. So now the count's 2-1. Dietz's pitch, swing and a miss. Count now even, now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Garrett Staten's on deck for the Joes. Dietz's 2-2 pitch is low at the feet of Lyman. The count runs full. Three-2 the count with 1 out here in the second. Dietz's payoff pitch, swing and a miss. And Lyman is retired for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Ethan went chasing on that one. He reached out as the pitch was a little bit outside, and you could immediately tell he was in a bit of frustration as he hopped his way back to the dugout. But they'll try to make an adjustment for the next time he comes up. And now, in the 9th spot, as usual, Garrett Staten is back in the lineup.
First pitch to Staten's fouled straight back.
In his last appearance, he, of course, had the inside-the-park home run against the Xenia Scouts a couple of nights ago.
Yeah, was able to hit one in right field, and Michael Archie made a poor play on it and went under his mitt all the way to the fence. And Staten hustled around the base paths for inside the Parker. He fouls this one to Tyler Thaman on the third base side. And the count's 0-2 to Garrett. Andrew Dietz trying to retire the Joes in order here in the second after he gave up 2 runs and 3 hits in the first inning rather. Dietz is 0-1, or 0-2 rather. High and in, and Staten swings right through it for the third out of the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Andrew Dietz. We go to the bottom of the second. Due up for the Jazz is Andrew Dietz, who just struck out Garrett Staten. We'll be right back here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube. Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
Joe's fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town.
Andrew Dietz will lead things off for the Richmond Jazz here in the bottom of the second inning. Joes lead 2-0. Both their runs came in the top of the first. Off RBI singles from Leighton Banjoff and Matt Dietering. Clay Brock back on the mound, throws home. Nice breaking ball that just misses, I guess, below the knees. Andrew Dietz, two-way player. Pitched in the All-Star game, did not hit. But he's hitting in the lineup tonight for the Richmond Jazz, and Clay Brock's thrown back-to-back balls to start the at-bat.
And not only is he a hitter, he's a good one. He had a grand slam yesterday in Game 2 of the doubleheader against the Ohio Marlins. The Jazz took that one 15-4 to clinch a playoff spot officially.
And now Clay finds the strike zone there on the 2-0 pitch, make it 2-1 now. Andrew Dietz has 2 homers on the season, swings and misses there, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, the Marlins only had 11 players in yesterday's game. They played a doubleheader against the Jazz. The Marlins beat the Jazz in Game 1 of the doubleheader, and then Jazz took care of business in Game 2. The 2-2 pitch, chopped foul. And we'll do it again.
Yeah, that was an interesting doubleheader, as we were talking to Brady Labor, the media relations director for the league before the game, and talking about how it was crazy that the Marlins were able to even get through 2 games, let alone win one. So a pretty big feat for them.
The 2-2 is hit up into right field, shallow right field. Sanjul is there to make the catch. Dietz gets too far underneath that baseball, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, and in that first game of the doubleheader, Ken Hemmer for the Marlins, I believe, went 5 for 5 in that one.
Wow.
And then, of course, had a classic post-game interview with Mr. Brady Labor, and the Tokyo, Japan native gave part of his interview in Japanese.
Leandre Turner will bat. Clay Brock winds and fires. Fires a fastball right by Turner, who was way late on that one. Great crowd here at McBride Stadium. As the Jazz fans want to get a preview of the playoffs between these two teams. Another fastball from Clay Brock. This one on the outside corner called strike. And the count's 0-2. Joes and Jazz battling for first place in the South Division. Winner. If the Joes were able to sweep the Jazz tonight, they would get home field advantage in that first round. Clay Brock's 0-2 pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Joes currently have a 1-game lead on Richmond. So if the Joes are able to split today's doubleheader with the Jazz, all they got to do is win tomorrow against the Steam, and they'll be able to clinch that way. The 1-2 misses upstairs once again. The count's 2-2.
Yeah, and additionally, if the Jazz were to lose to the Scouts tomorrow, if these two teams would split today, that would also clinch home field advantage for the Joes.
Still a lot of scenarios out there, but see who wins here in the first game. Clay Brock with the filthy breaking ball. Gets Andre Turner to swing right through it and chase outside and low in the zone. Clay Brock gets his first strikeout of the game. There's 2 outs. Bradley Fleener, batting .190 this season, has 9 RBIs. He's just batting .133 against the Joes this summer. Fleener playing right field in tonight's game, batting from the left side. Clay Brock's pitch is outside for ball 1. Jazz are 18-4 at home. This one is chopped to Dietering at first base. Dietering will fire over to Clay Brock, who is covering the bag for the 3rd out. So a high chopper results in out number 3. The Jazz are down in order, 1, 2, 3, as well as the Joes were in the top half of the inning. So a perfect inning for both teams in the second. We go to the 3rd. Joes 2, Jazz 0 here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
Joe's fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious.
Top of the order will lead things off for the Joes here in the third. Sanjul, Harry, and Sammy Sass due up for the Joes here in the third. Joes lead 2-0. Both their runs came in that first inning. Sanjul had a single that started that first. He hit a little flare over the third baseman's head into left field. His first time up. 1 for 1 today. Andrew Dietz back on the mound. Winds and fires. Swing and a miss. Sanjul goes golfing at that one. The count's 0-1. John Sanjul played his ball at Columbia. Did not have a season, though, this past spring, as did all Ivy League schools. He pokes this one out into center field. Leandre Turner's there and will make the catch for the first out. Sanjul hits it hard, but in the range of Leandre Turner out in center. And now Harry Jackson will bat. Harry struck out swinging his first time up. Andrew Dietz has 4 strikeouts tonight. Harry batting .356 on the season, batting .353 against the Richmond Jazz. First pitch to Harry is at the letters for a ball. A ball and no strikes to Harry Jackson out of Lord's University. The 1-0 is going to skip into the dirt. 2 feet shy of the plate, and the count's 2-0. Harry Jackson will step in the batter's box and get ready for the 2-0 pitch. Dietz's pitch is a fastball, misses high, ball 3. Dietz has yet to walk a batter tonight. But he's thrown 3 straight balls to Harry Jackson. The 3-0 pitch on its way. That time it finds the strike zone for the first strike of the at-bat. Count is 3-1. Sammy Sass in the on-deck circle for the Joes. Wind continues to blow out to center field. The 3-1 pitch to Jackson is popped up. And into center field, Leandre Turner underneath it to make the catch. First 2 Joes in the inning have been retired. Both of them have flown out to Leandre Turner in center field, and now Sammy Sass will come up to the plate. Sass struck out looking at 1 at the knees his last time up. Joes were retired in order in the second inning, trying not to do the same here in the third. First pitch to Sammy Sass is a curveball. Sass hits this one high towards the Jazz dugout. Ben Huber will make the grab. Joes are retired in order once again. We go to the bottom of the third. 2 up for the Richmond Jazz. Chandler Skelly, Tyler Borges, and then the top of the order, KJ Curry. We'll be right back here in Hamilton, or here in Richmond. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a non-profit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Frank's Glass.
Back here in Richmond, Indiana, Joes hold a 2-0 lead over the Richmond Jazz. Jazz just have one hit in today's game. That was the leadoff man in the first inning, KJ Curry, who got a hit and then was out trying to advance to third on a nice play from Garrett Staten. The eighth man in the lineup, Chandler Skelly, will bat first here in the third. Skelly batting 125 on the season, just 1 for 18 against the Joes this summer. Clay Brock back on the mound for Hamilton. Gets Skelly to swing and miss at the first pitch, and the count's 0-1. Skelly batting from the right side with the orange arm sleeve on his right arm, swings and misses again, and the count's quickly 0-2. Tyler Borges on deck. And KJ Curry in the hole. All three of those guys will bat. The 0-2 pitch on its way. Upstairs and a swing and a miss by Skelly. Clay Brock gets his second strikeout of the day. And there's one out here in the bottom of the third. Skelly went swinging on that high cheese that was up in the zone. And now the ninth man in the lineup, Tyler Borges, will bat. Borges has been really successful against the Joes this season, 6 for 12. He's batting .275 on the summer. Clay Brock's pitch is up high for a ball. Counts 1-0. The pitch, chopper over to Luke Arnold, and he boots it. It's going to trickle into left field. It's going to be an E5. And Borges will reach on the nair.
And often we see Luke Arnold bobble one over there on the left side. That time he was just trying to make sort of a windmill move to pick it up with the glove, and it just skipped off his mitt and trickled into the outfield. Unfortunate break for him, and now the Jazz have a runner on first.
It's Luke Arnold's 7th error of the season. And let's see if the Jazz can capitalize on that error and try to score. Borges, top of the order up for the Richmond Jazz. KJ Curry singled right back up the middle his last time up. First pitch to Curry is going to catch a piece of the outside corner. Clay Brock paints the black there. Counts 0-1. Middle infield and double play depth. You'd love to see a ground ball here if you're Clay Brock and a Hamilton Joes fan. Clay Brock's going to fire over to first in the dirt. Teetering scoops it up. And Borges is back in time. Curry stands in on the right-handed batter's box with a white arm sleeve on his left arm. Brock is going to check on the runner again over at first base. 0-1 the count to KJ Curry, who's batting .316 on the season. Clay Brock's pitch from the stretch, breaking ball, catches the inside corner for strike 2. Good pitch there from Clay Brock, and Curry's down in the count 0-2. Brock eyes into this sign from Sammy Sass. Now will come set. Pause, and now throw over to first. Not in time once again. Borges back in, sliding head first. Safely. 2-0 our score here in the bottom of the third. Joes have 3 hits to the Jazz 1. KJ Curry's up at the plate, had that 1 hit for Richmond. The 0-2 misses high. And I believe that's going to be a balk on Clay Brock. So Borges will advance to second base on the balk. So the count's 1-2 to KJ Curry. A single will most likely score Borges from second base. Brock pauses. Now fires the 1-2. Breaking ball and foul tipped in the glove of Sammy Sass for the second out of the inning. That curveball is working for Clay Brock right now. He now has 3 strikeouts on the day. 2 of them have come in this inning. And now Cale Chatham will bat. Chatham grounded out to Ethan Lyman at second base his last time up. Chatham batting from the left side has pounded Joe's pitching all season long, batting .467 against the Joes this summer. 2 outs in the inning. Tyler Borges leads off at second base. He reached on an E5. And time will be called before our first pitch to Chatham. Cale Chatham waving his bat a couple times. Now we'll rest it on his left shoulder. 2 outs in the inning. Brock's pitch. Chopper to Ethan Lyman at second. He'll field. He'll throw to first in time for the 3rd out. So the Jazz get a base runner via an error, but they strand him on second base, and the Joes lead by 2 through 3 innings of play. We'll be right back for the 4th here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati, or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes?
If you're just joining us, today is a doubleheader. It'll be a 7-inning game in both games tonight. Joes are currently 1 game ahead of the Richmond Jazz in first place in the South Division. If the Joes were able to win both today, they will clinch home field advantage for the first round. Leading off here in the 4th innings, Leighton Banjoff. First pitch to Banjoff, dives low for a ball. Leighton had an RBI single his last time up. And then he was able to come around and score on the RBI single for Matt Dietering, who's on deck. Dietz on the mound, throws the 1-0. It's a breaking ball outside for ball 2. Dietz has retired 7 straight. The 2-0 pitch. Fastball at the knee, strike 1. 2-1 the count to Leighton Banjoff. Banjoff batting .278 on the season. It's 1 for 1 today. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a foul tip off the mask of Skelly to the backstop, and the count's now even 2-2. Joes have 3 hits in today's game. All 3 of those hits came in the first inning. Sanjul led things off with a base hit. Banjoff had an RBI single as well as Matt Dietering. 2-2 the count with nobody out to Leighton Banjoff. The pitch is hit well into shallow center field. Coming in is Turner. Hat flies off, and he makes the catch for the first out. It's hard to tell off the bat how far the baseball is going because we got the roof in front of us. It's kind of hard to gauge how far that baseball goes. That was just in shallow center field. For the first out, now Matt Dietering will bat an RBI single. His last time up. First pitch to Dietering is just low and out for a ball. Dietz is now retired 8 straight. After a rough start in the first inning, he's settled in nicely. The 1-0 from Dietz. Swing and a drive to deep right field. This one is carrying, and that ball's going to drop as Turner misread it. It drops shallow of the warning track, and Dietering is in with a stand-up double.
That was a weird play out there in center. It looked like it was going to carry a lot farther than that. I thought Leandre Turner was going to maybe get under it if it stayed in play, but it dropped probably 20 feet short of where he was standing. That was a weird one, but Matt Dietering gets the stand-up double.
Yeah, that ball just kept carrying, and next thing you know, Leandre Turner overran it, and it landed in front of him for a double. It's an RBI opportunity for Luke Arnold, who steps in, and Skelly can't snag it. It's going to be a pass ball, and Dietering will advance 90 feet to third. It's a pitch that Skelly needs to catch there. Bounced off the bottom half of the mitt and squirted by him all the way to the backstop, which is very deep here at McBride Stadium. Count is 1-0 to Luke Arnold, who leads the team in RBIs with 25 on the season. Flew out to right field his first time up. If he's able to do that again, might be able to be deep enough to score. Dietering on the tag. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ground ball through the right side, base hit. It's going to be an RBI single for Luke Arnold. Dietering will trot into home, will step on home plate, and the Joes lead 3-0.
Yeah, that's another RBI for Luke. Go ahead, Sam.
The infield was in, so they really couldn't make a play on the baseball. Went right through the gap between KJ Curry at second and Ben Huber at first. They just watched it go by. And the Joes lead now 3-0. Back-to-back hits from Dietering and Arnold. 1 out in the inning for Dalton Miller. The pitch to Dalton. Runs inside for a ball. 3-0 our score here in the top of the fourth. In game 1 of the doubleheader today. Only 7 innings will be played in both games. Dietz sets. Now throws the 1-0. Swing and a foul ball. Ball and a strike now to Dalton Miller.
With that Luke Arnold hit, he now has hits in back-to-back games, and that comes after snapping a 5-game hitless streak in games for the Joes. He did have a hit in the All-Star game, but did not have a hit in the previous 4 before that in a Joes uniform.
1-1 is swung at and fouled off over everyone's head and into the street on the left side that borders McBride Stadium. Counts 1-2 to Dalton. Dalton Miller flew out to right field his first time up. Looked like it was might have gotten down for a base hit, but Fleener was able to grab it. Ground ball, left side, and through Tyler Thaman's hands. That one had a little bit too much heat on that one for Tyler to make a play on it. Count remains 1-2 to Dalton. 1 out in the inning. Banjoff led off and flew out to center field since Dietering doubled and Luke Arnold singled and scored Dietering from third. Counts 1-2. Dietz's pitch. Swing and a foul ball again. That's going to get into the street. So Dalton Miller being a pest up there, battling everything off and staying alive. Ethan Lyman's on deck for Hamilton. 1-2 the count with one out. Luke Arnold leads off at first base. The pitch on its way, swing and a miss. Arnold on his way to second base. He's going to swipe second. But Miller strikes out swinging for the second out. Fifth strikeout of the day for Andrew Dietz. But Luke Arnold is able to swipe second base. That's the third stolen base of the day for the Joes. And Ethan Lyman has an opportunity to single Arnold in from second and try to extend the Joes' lead here in the fourth inning. Lyman struck out swinging, his first time up on a 3-2 pitch. Dietz from the stretch will throw home, and this one is in on the hands, and this is jam shot foul. Ethan Lyman out of Hamilton. Miami University of Hamilton. Playing ball for the Harriers and Daryl Grissom. Lyman batting from the right side. The count's 0-1 with 2 outs here in the fourth. Arnold leads off at second base. Dietz's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Up high in the zone, Lyman goes chasing. And now he's down in the count 0-2. Lyman trying to avoid not striking out for the second time today. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from Dietz. Check swing, foul. There's a fastball again up in the zone, but Lyman able to get a piece of wood on it. Count remains 0-2. Garrett Staten on deck. He'll bat if Lyman can reach base. Dietz will come set. Now throws in the dirt, and it's through the wickets of Skelly. All the way to third is Luke Arnold. He takes a long turn around third. And will hold put there. As, like I mentioned earlier in the inning, the backstop is really deep. And Skelly was unable to block that one in the dirt. Counts 1-2. Luke Arnold advances 90 feet to third base. 2 outs in the inning. Joes have already scored 1. Dietering doubled and Luke Arnold singled him in. Counts 1-2 to Lyman. Dietz out of the wind. Fires home. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Lyman strikes out for the second time today, and the Joes strand Luke Arnold on third base. But they're able to get one back. They now lead 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth here on Hamilton Joes YouTube.
Still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Back here in Richmond, Joes lead 3-0 as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off for the Jazz is Ben Huber. Ben Huber reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Jazz only have 1 hit in today's game, and that was the first man to bat for the Jazz today. That was KJ Curry, who led things off with a single in the bottom of the first. But since they've been hitless, Clay Brock has pitched well for the Joes on the mound. First pitch from Brock is a fastball low at the shins for ball 1 to Huber. Ben Huber, Tyler Johnson, Andrew Dietz due up in the inning for Richmond. Clay Brock winds and fires. Breaking ball, check swing. This one in between third. Luke Arnold charges in. Throw to first is not in time. Tough play all around. It was a check swing by Huber, but trickles into the middle infield. Luke Arnold couldn't get to it in time, and it was going to be a tough play over to first. Ben Huber reaches on an infield single.
Yeah, that's a really tough play. We've seen that a couple times. We saw it yesterday happen against the Joes on just those swinging bunt-type plays where the ball just dies about 15 feet or so left of the pitcher's mound, and that's a tough ask for Luke Arnold.
A swinging bunt for the second hit for the Jazz. Tyler Johnson will step in, batting from the left side, swings and fouls one off and out of play. Counts 0-1 to Johnson. Jazz have 65 stolen bags on the season. That's fifth in the GLSCL out of 14 teams. Clay Brock will come set on the bump. And now we'll deliver the 0-1. That's fouled straight back to the chain fence. And the count's 0-2. Clay Brock has 3 strikeouts on the day thus far, looking for number 4 here. Johnson flew out to center field his last time up. It counts 0-2. Clay Brock sets, now fires. Fastball way up high. Sass able to snag it above his head. 1-2 the count now with nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Ben Huber on first base. He reached on an infield single. A ball and 2 strikes. Clay Brock sets and now deals. And this one's hit hard and through the right side into right field for a base hit. Around second, heading to third is Ben Huber. And there'll be runners on the corners with nobody out for Andrew Dietz. Johnson barrels that one up and hits it on a line through the right side of the infield for the 3rd hit of the day for the Jazz, 2nd hit in the inning for Richmond. And now Andrew Dietz will bat. He flew out to right field his last time up. He has 2 home runs on the season. One of those came yesterday. It was a grand slam. Runners on the corners, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Clay Brock fires his first pitch to Dietz, and it's going to be a strike. Good pitch there from Brock, painting the outside corner. Really good crowd here at McBride Stadium. Counts 0-1 to Dietz. Clay Brock's pitch, outside, snap throw to first. In time! How about that? Tyler Johnson, too far off the bag. Sammy Sass threw a cannon over to Dietering at first in time for the first out of the inning.
Wow, you don't see that often. Oftentimes that throw from the catcher is just to try and scare that man on first into taking a smaller lead the next time he leads off. But on that time, Sammy Sass is actually able to get an out, and that's a huge one here as it eliminates one of the base runners.
The count is 1-1 to Andrew Dietz. And instead of runners on the corners, nobody out. Just a runner on third with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch from Brock. Breaking ball outside for ball 2. Leandre Turner's on deck for Richmond. The count's 2-1 to Dietz, who's also pitching in today's game for Richmond. Clay Brock sets, kicks, and fires the 2-1. Breaking ball and a hefty cut there from Dietz, but he swings underneath it. And the count's now 2-2. Wouldn't it be something if Clay Brock can figure out a way to get out of this inning without giving up a run? So here, a big pitch upcoming with the count being 2-2 and 1 out. The pitch is lined into right field, and that's going to be caught by John Sanjul on the run, but it will score Ben Huber from third base. It's a sacrifice fly, and the Jazz are on the board.
That one was on the screws. John Sanjul had to make a hard couple of steps to his right and outstretch the glove as far as he could to make that catch. But that's a start for the Jazz as they're able to cut into this lead. Nobody on base now with 2 outs, but they're able to get one back.
3-1 our score now as Leandre Turner will bat. Turner struck out swinging his first time up. Claybrock will now pitch from the windup and throw one in the dirt for a ball. Leandre Turner just batting .255 on the season. The 1-0 pitch from Brock. Breaking ball, just low. For ball 2. Two balls and no strikes. Sammy Sass will call time and will go chat with Clay Brock on the mound. Great day for baseball for a doubleheader here tonight at McBride Stadium. Be 30 minutes in between each game. 7-inning games today. Joes currently have a 1-game lead in the South Division over the Richmond Jazz, but the sweep today over the Jazz, they'll be able to clinch home field advantage. It counts 2-0 to Leandre Turner with 2 outs here in the 4th. Clay Brock winds and now fires. Swing and a foul ball. It goes straight down for strike 1. Wind continues to blow out towards center field. We've seen a couple balls reach the warning track, but none over the fence. Clay Brock's 2-1. Fastball just below the knees, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Leandre Turner. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball low and out. For ball 4. It's the first walk on Clay Brock's day. And Leandre Turner has a lot of speed on the base paths. Let's see if he will be moving on a pitch here to Bradley Fleener. Leandre Turner has 14 stolen bases on the season, which is second best on the team. He's 14 for 17 when trying to swipe a bag. First pitch to Fleener is softly hit straight back. Foul ball, strike 1. Fleener grounded out. It was a high chopper to Matt Dietering his last time up, and Dietering threw over to Clay Brock, who was covering the bag to end things in the 2nd. Brock will step off, fire to first, not in time, as Turner is back in there head first. Counts 0-1 to Bradley Fleener, who's batting 190 on the season and just 133 against the Joes pitching this summer. Brock from the stretch fires a fastball that's going to be floated out into left field. It'll stay in play, but no one could get to it. 0-2 the count to Bradley Fleener. Clay Brock trying to get out of the inning. Jazz have scored 1 already off the sac fly from Andrew Dietz. 0-2 the count with 2 outs, and Clay Brock's going to step off for a moment. And we'll step back on. Fleener batting from the left side. Has to battle up there at the plate with 2 strikes on him. Clay Brock's pitch. Hit hard, and Lyman makes a nice diving grab, picks it up, throw to first, and not in time as Dietering had to come off the bag. Lyman made a nice diving grab to his right, but could not throw a good ball over to Dietering at first, and the inning continues. Now runners on first and second.
Yeah, I thought that ball for sure was going to get into the outfield. A nice play, though, by Ethan Lyman, but unfortunately the bang-bang nature of it meant that he wasn't able to get a good throw off to Matt Dietering, and now the inning continues.
I'm assuming that's going to be ruled a hit. First and second for Richmond, and now Chandler Skelly will bat. Skelly just 1 for 17 against the Joes this summer. Comes up in a big spot here with the runner in scoring position on second base with 2 outs. Clays Brock's first pitch is a breaking ball to Skelly that misses outside, ball 1.
So that was ruled an E4. Second error of the game for the Joes.
1-0 the count to Skelly. Clay Brock's pitch is a chopper to Luke Arnold at third. He fields it on a hop, and he will tag the Leandre Turner, who was heading into third. Tags Turner before Turner got a hand on the bag for the third out of the inning. So the Joes strand a couple base runners on base, and they lead 3-1 as we go to the fifth here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joe's game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just
Miles White is in to pitch for the Richmond Jazz. Miles White is making his 6th appearance, all of them coming out from the pen. 7 1/3 innings this year, 5 hits. He's not giving up an earned run. 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. And now he comes in here to start the 5th inning. Garrett Staten will lead things off, and then it'll be the top of the order to follow.
White has pitched a third of an inning against the Joes. It was back on June 29th in a 6-1 loss. He did not give up any runs and gave up 1 hit, did not walk any batters, and struck out 1.
So Andrew Dietz's day is done on the mound. He'll remain in the game at the DH spot in the lineup. Dietz goes 4 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, 5 hits, had 6 strikeouts, and did not walk anybody. Miles White out of Ottawa University. He's a senior over there. Will pitch. It's a right-handed thrower. High kick, and will fire home to the glove of Skelly that I guess just misses for a ball. Mark Ingram is calling balls and strikes tonight. Bradley Fisher is out on the base paths. 1-0 the count to Garrett Staten. Garrett struck out swinging his first time up. The 1-0 pitch from White is roped into left field for a base hit. That one is going to be cut off before it gets to the wall. Taking a long turn and heading to second. Staten, the throw is not in time. Staten with a double as he slides in there head first. A leadoff double to start the 5th inning for Garrett.
Yeah, the only way that Staten would have been gunned down on that one is if Tyler Johnson had delivered a perfect throw. No hesitation from Garrett. and he's into scoring position. The Joes are looking to punch the Jazz right back after they conceded their first run of the game in the last inning.
And now the top of the order up for the Joes. With the runner in scoring position, nobody out, John Sanjul will bat. Sanjul is 1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out to center field. Miles White has not given up an earned run this season for Richmond. That could be in jeopardy here in the 5th inning tonight. Sanjul will square to bunt. It's right back to Miles White. He'll field and fire in time by a half a step. Sanjul was sprinting down the line. It was just out in the nick of time. So it'll be a sacrifice bunt as Garrett Staten will advance 90 feet to third base with 1 out now.
Yeah, that one was a pretty decent bunt by Sanjul. It was right up the middle, but White came in on it, and when he looked over at first, he knew he had to get that one out quick, and that's exactly what he did. It was a pretty fast throw over to first, and he just barely was able to gun Sanjul down.
See if Harry will score Staten from third here with 1 out. Infield in towards the grass. Breaking ball is missing high for a ball. Harry Jackson 0 for 2 today. He had 3 hits in yesterday's game and the win over the Bison. Counts 1-0 to Harry with 1 out. Garrett Staten leads off at third base. He led things off with a double. Miles White comes set on the rubber. Kicks in, now fires. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Harry. Counts 1-1 now. A ball and a strike to Harry Jackson with 1 out in the inning. Miles White comes set and now throws the breaking ball. It's off the end of the bat to Ben Huber at first base. It's an infield pop-up. Huber makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Yeah, that was kind of an excuse-me swing from Harry Jackson, and not only that, but it also caught one of the worst parts of the bat off the end, and he just pushed it right to Ben Huber at first. Unfortunate break for Harry, and now the Joes need a hit.
So the Joes may not be able to capitalize off the leadoff double from Staten. He is on third base. Sammy Sass up to the plate with 2 outs. Sass is 0 for 2 today. The first pitch is a bouncer in the dirt to Skelly, and Skelly picks it up, throws over back to home. Not in time. Staten comes in to score. It was a ball in the dirt. Skelly could not snag it, and the Joes are gift-wrapped a run there.
Yeah, that was a risky play by Garrett Staten to come home, as that one did not get too far to the right of Chandler Skelly, but he just lost it in the dirt. He was reaching and feeling all over the ground, but he just couldn't pick it up, and so that allowed Garrett Staten to come home, and the Joes get the run right back.
Indeed they do, and Sammy Sass is up at the plate with nobody on now, with the count being 1-0 with 2 outs. Miles White throws the 1-0. Big cut from Sass. It's fouled off straight back to the chain fence. Sammy Sass was named an All-Star, was a starter in the All-Star game on Tuesday at Prasco. His first at-bat, he tripled over the right fielder's head. Also got an RBI out of it. Right now he's up at the batter's box and the count's 1-1. Miles White winds and fires, and that one is low for ball 2. Sammy Sass played his ball at Wright State this past season. Had a really successful COVID freshman season. The 2-1 from White, low and outside, ball 3.
And one thing that's really impressed me about Sass's game is how he's been behind the plate this year for the Joes. We saw him throw a runner out at first, and the Joes are giving him a lot of time at catcher because that is his normal position, but at Wright State this year, he did not catch at all. He was completely in the DH spot the whole year, and the Raiders wanted to get him some time behind the plate, so he's playing here with the Joes, and he's done a great job.
The 3-1 pitch from White, fastball right down the middle, strike 2, and the count's full. Sammy Sass 0 for 2 today. He struck out looking his first time up. Trying to avoid striking out for the second time today. And Sass is going to call time and will step out of the batter's box for a brief moment. We'll dig right back in. The count is full with 2 outs. Nobody on for the Joes. They lead by 3. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Sass goes down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. Garrett Staten leads off the inning with the double. He comes around to score on the wild pitch, and the Joes now lead by 3. 4-1 our score as we go to the bottom of the 5th here from Richmond.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
Clay Brock back on the mound for his 6th inning of work. Or 5th inning of work. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Here in a 7-inning game. Game 1 of today's doubleheader. Game 2 will be 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Tyler Borges will lead things off. Reached on an E5 his last time up. It was a slow chopper that went under the mitt of Luke Arnold. Swings at the first pitch. This one is hit well, but foul. Down the left field line. Tyler Borges, the sophomore at Gulf Coast Community College. The 0-1 pitch from Brock is a fastball right down the middle, strike 2. Clay Brock has 3 strikeouts in today's game. Looking for number 4 here, the 0-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs, but Borges able to battle it off. Counts 0-2 with nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Clay Brock winds and fires. Fastball just outside. Maybe it was a changeup, actually. Counts 1-2 now. Sass tried his best to frame it, but Engram called it a ball. The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. That takes a bounce over Sass's head for ball 2. Nobody warming up in the Joe's pen. Clay Brock's been pitching well. So last time out, he pitched a total of 5 innings. He's working on his 5th inning here. The 2-2 is lined into shallow left field, and right at the left fielder Banjoff, who had to come in a little bit to make that catch. 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Borges hit it hard. But right at Leighton Banjoff in left field. Order is flipped. Top of the order, KJ Curry. 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout swinging. 4-1 our score. Joes have 6 hits. The Jazz have 3. Clay Brock's pitch is inside as Curry squared the bunt, pulled it back. Luke Arnold at third base is probably about even with the bag. Dietering is now going to trot in as well in front of the bag. This one is roped to third right at the glove of Arnold, who secures it for the line out.
Arnold's so calm over there at third base. He doesn't really overplay anything. He just kind of makes the efficient play. That's exactly what he did there. All he did was just turn his wrist out and secure that one in his glove.
So 2 hard-hit balls from the Richmond Jazz bats, but both of them have resulted in outs. 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Cale Chatham will bat. He's grounded out twice to Ethan Lyman at second base. Swings to the first pitch, takes a high bounce off the mound. Staten fields, now throws, and time! How about that? Staten throwing across his body, kind of, with his momentum shifted all the way towards right field, was able to flip it to Dietering for the 3rd out of the inning. And the Jazz are retired in order. We go to the 6th, Joe's 4, Jazz 1, here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
Adg Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. Adg Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield or give them a call at 513-295-2767. Adg Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
To the 6th inning we go. Joe's lead 4-1. Joe's trying to take game 1 of the doubleheader. 7 total innings will be played in each game. Leighton Banjoff will lead things off for the Joes here in the 6th. Leighton is 1 for 2 today with an RBI single back in the first inning. Flew out to center field his last time up. Miles White back on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. Now kick and fire. The first pitch to Banjoff is low and outside. It was a curveball from White. Miles White gave up his first run of the season. He's only pitched 7 2/3, I believe, coming to today's game. And Joes were able to get a run across last inning in the 5th. The 1-0 pitch is just off the plate outside for ball 2. Banjoff with a good eye there. Matt Dietering on deck and Luke Arnold to follow. Dietering's 2 for 2 today with a double and a single. The 2-0 pitch from White. Swing and a drive to deep left field. This one is carrying. Back to the track, to the wall is Johnson looking up. See you later. Leighton Banjoff hits his first home run of the season. It's a solo shot and the Joes lead 5-1.
Yeah, he gives a fist pump. We knew it was only a matter of time for Leighton. He can barrel up the ball, and he's finally able to put one over the fence. Great piece of hitting there from Banjoff.
So Leighton Banjoff with a leadoff home run to start things here in the 6th. The Joes now lead by 4, 5-1 is our score. It's only 3:23 into left field. And now Matt Dietering will step up to the plate. Dietering is 2 for 2 today with a single in the 1st and a double in the 4th. White's First pitch to Dietering is low for ball one. It was a fastball. And Miles White is going to ask for time and chat with Chandler Skelly, halfway in between the plate and the rubber. Leighton Banjoff hits his first home run of the season over the left field fence. Chandler Skelly and Miles White will go back to their spots on the mound behind the dish. And the count's 1-0 to Matt Dietering, who's batting from the left side. Miles White fires the 1-0 at the knees, called strike one. Matt Dietering has been swinging a hot bat in the second half of the season. Going to be playing his ball at Toledo next spring. The 1-1. Swing and a softly hit ball. The second baseman, KJ Curry, had a ton of spin on it, and he couldn't field it cleanly. Dietering will reach first on the air.
Yeah, that one was just unfortunate. Curry was still running when he tried to make the transfer from his glove to his hand, and that one just fell out.
So it'll be an E4. Dietering on first base, and now Luke Arnold to bat. Single through the right side his last time up. It was an RBI single. That scored Matt Dietering back in the fourth. Nobody out here in the sixth. Joe's lead 5-1. Leighton Banjoff led off the inning with a solo shot over the left field fence. Miles White from the stretch now on the mound. Luke Arnold batting from the right side. The first pitch is a breaking ball high in the zone, ball one. Luke Arnold, another Wright State Raider. There's 4 of them on this Joe's team. Or 3 of them, right?
I believe 3.
Yep,
Yeah,
all 3 made the All-Star game.
You got Sass, Arnold, and
Sebastian
Gongora.
Gongora.
Yep.
Oh, and watch out. This one is off the back of Luke Arnold. And now there'll be runners on first and second with nobody out. Miles White struggling on the mound right now. He gave up his first earned run of the season in the last inning. He gave up a solo shot to start this inning, and the next 2 runners have reached base. Dietering reached on an error, and Arnold just got hit by a pitch. So frustration starting to boil over, and now Michael Skelly is going to go out to the mound and see if he'll take the baseball or not.
Don't believe he's going to.
So it'll be first and second, and nobody out for Dalton Miller. Dalton's 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a strikeout. And it appears like it's actually going to be the end of Miles White's day. We're going to have a new pitcher. We'll take a short break. When we come back, Dalton Miller will be at the plate with runners on first and second and nobody out. Don't go away. Joe's lead 5-1 here in the sixth.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at cboxsports.
Joe's fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Matthew Dickey is the new pitcher for the Richmond Jazz. Dickey making his 9th appearance of the season. Has a 3-1 record, 4.45 ERA. He's pitched a total of 30 1/3 this season, 34 strikeouts, 19 walks, and 27 hits. Right-handed thrower out of Chattahoochee Valley Community College. Nobody out. First and second for Dalton Miller. First pitch from Dickey is up high for a ball. Dalton Miller 0 for 2 today with a flyout and a strikeout. Dickey from the stretch, kicks and deals. Fastball that misses high again. 2-0 the count to Dalton. 5-1 our score. Leighton Banjoff led off the inning with a solo shot over the left field fence. And the next two batters have reached base for the Joes, one on an error and another that got hit by a pitch. Dietering on second, Luke Arnold on first. Dalton Miller at the plate, the 2-0. Swing and a drive into left field, base hit. Dietering will be held at third, and the bases will be juiced for Ethan Lyman.
Yeah, that was just a broken bat shot out there in the left field, and Dalton Miller continues with his hot bat. Who knows, maybe if the Joes are able to extend this lead a little farther and blow this game open, Dalton Miller may have just earned himself the chance to pitch later in this one.
We shall see. Ethan Lyman will bat. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Bases loaded, nobody out for Lyman. Matthew Dickey will now throw from the windup. The pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. On deck is Garrett Staten. Staten doubled his last time up. Counts 0-1 to Lyman. Dickey with a long wind and now throws home. Fastball low, ball 1. We have not seen a grand slam this year for the Joes.
We have not.
Ethan Lyman just showed up a couple days ago. Now up in a big spot. The count 1-1. Fastball inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count. Nobody out. Dickey has nowhere to put Lyman. Bases are filled. 2 balls and a strike to Ethan Lyman. Batting from the right side. Gets ready for the 2-1. The pitch. Outside, ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike. Bases loaded, nobody out. Dickey needs to throw a strike here. The 3-1 pitch. Inside corner, strike called, and the count is full. Lyman appeared like he disagreed with that call, but Mark Ingram said it caught a piece of the plate. Count's full, nobody out, bases loaded. Big pitch coming up from Matthew Dickey, who takes a deep breath. Now goes into his windup and now fires the 3-2, and this was going to be fouled off over our heads. And we'll have another payoff pitch upcoming. All 4 batters in the inning for the Joes have reached base. Lyman is the 5th man up to the plate here in the 6th for the Joes. 5-1 our score. The count is full. Dickey's payoff pitch. Grounded foul. And Lyman stays alive, and we're going to have a 3rd payoff pitch upcoming. This is game 1 of 2 games today, a doubleheader. Both games, 7 innings. Dickey has nowhere to put Lyman. The count's full. He'll take another deep breath. Now winds and fires the 3rd payoff pitch. That's upstairs. Nice at-bat there from Ethan Lyman. And Dietering will come in to score.
Yeah, great at-bat there from Ethan. He probably... Well, initially he probably swung and fouled off strike 3, and then he swung and fouled off ball 4, but on that time he lays off on the high pitch, and he is rewarded as he brings in a run.
So the Joes now lead by 5 runs at 6-1. Bases remain loaded, nobody out. Garrett staying up to the plate. Doubled his last time up down the left field line. The first pitch to Garrett is in the dirt, and Skelly with a good block keeps it in front to hold everybody at their base. Seen a couple already get by Skelly today's game, but he does a good job there to keep that one in front. 1-0 the count to Garrett. Garrett 1 for 2 today. Top of the order's on deck. That's John Sanjul. Dickey's 1-0 pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. Dickey struggling to find the strike zone here after he came in for Miles White. Miles White gave up a leadoff home run. Had a guy reach on an air, then hit a batter, and then his day was done. And Dickey's come in, he's given up a single and just walked Ethan Lyman. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a pop-up and out of play from Staten. Two on the count now to Garrett. Garrett out of Samford. See if he can deliver here and score a couple Joes. With the bases juice, had an inside the park home run a couple days ago in Xenia. Counts 2-1 with nobody out. Dickey winds and fires. And this one is hammered to deep left field. That one's a no-doubter. It's a grand salami for Garrett Staten. So Staten has an inside the park home run 2 days ago. How about one over the fence this time? His first legit home run of the season. And it's a grand slam, and the Joes lead 10-1.
Wow, how about that? Like you mentioned, that was a no-doubter. He crushed that one off the bat as he points to the sky and touches home. Garrett Staten's been a contact guy all year for the Joes, but he's got some pop in his bat as well, and this lead is now huge for Hamilton.
The Joes now lead by 9 after the grand slam from the 9th man in the lineup, Garrett Staten. That one was a no-doubter off the bat. Garrett Staten knew it right off the bat as well. Took a little bit of time to admire it. And the Joes lead 10-1. And the top of the order is up with nobody out. John Sanjul is going to swing at this one. It's a chopper straight in front of home plate. Skelly fields and fires for the first out of the inning. And now the 8th man to bat in the inning, Harry Jackson, will come up to the plate. Harry's 0 for 3 today, trying to join the hit party. Joes have 9 hits total. Dickey's pitch, breaking ball low and outside for a ball 1. The 1-0 is popped up in the middle of the infield. KJ Curry calls everybody off. Will make the catch for the second out. And Sammy Sass will now bat. Sass is the 9th man to bat in the inning. The first 6 guys in the inning for the Joes reached base. Leighton Banjoff led things off with a solo home run. And then Garrett Staten hits a grand slam to stretch the lead to 9.
Yeah, there's all kinds of people now out there in the grass beyond the fence in left center field looking for that grand slam ball.
All those people, you'd think they'd be able to find it. It's like a... It counts 0-1 with 2 outs to Sammy Sass. The pitch, breaking ball. That's going to be lifted up and out of play on the right side. First strike 2. Sammy Sass 0 for 3 today. Don't say that very often. Sammy Sass, one of the clutch hitters on the team. He struck out twice today. Now he's down in the count 0-2. Matthew Dickey winds and delivers. It's a breaking ball, and Sass fights it off. That'll trickle on top of the screen. And the count's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs to Sammy Sass. Dickey's pitch is in the dirt for the first ball of the at-bat. The Joes have scored 6 in the inning. The 1-2 pitch. At the knees, called strike 3. And Sammy Sass has struck out for the 3rd time today. Well, that was quite the eventful inning. Banjoff started off with a solo shot. Then Garrett Staten later in the inning hits a grand slam. The Joes lead 10-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th here from Richmond.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a nonprofit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
4-star mechanical.
Back here in Richmond for the bottom of the 6th inning. Man, was the top half quite an eventful inning for the Hamilton Joes Bats. They played 6. 4 of those runs came off one swing of the bat. That was Garrett Staten, who hit a grand slam. His first home run over the fence. Had a inside the Parker a couple days ago in Xenia. 10-1 our score. Clay Brock back on the mound. First pitch is swung at by Ben Huber to center field. Harry Jackson on the run, ranging to his left to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, there's such a huge difference here at McBride Stadium in between center field and those lines.
Yeah.
If you push the ball in any way, you're probably not going to be able to get it to the warning track. We saw the Joes pull both those home runs. That ball was hit really well by Ben Huber, but it just ends up being a routine fly ball if you put it out in center.
323 down the left field line, 311 down the right field line as Johnson hammers this one in the right center gap. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Sanjul will pick it up, will fire it in. It's going to be a 1-out double for Tyler Johnson, his second hit of the day. But back to my point on how deep this ballpark is. Right center field is 350, left center field 375, and then dead center is 402. So if you're going to hit a home run out here at McBride Stadium, it's probably going to be down the line, and that's what we've seen so far this season. Every time we've been here at McBride Stadium, we've seen a couple home runs. 10-1 our score. First 2 batters of the inning have attacked Clay Brock's first pitch is to them, and Huber flew out, but Tyler Johnson was able to find a gap, and this time Dietz goes swinging at the first pitch and swings and misses at 1 up high. Andrew Dietz, 0 for 1 today, had a sac fly his last time up to score the lone run so far for the Jazz. The 0-1 is crushed into left field, or actually left center field. Harry Jackson will make the catch on the run towards his right for the second out of the inning. So the Jazz are swinging and teeing off of Clay Brock essentially, but Clay Brock has been able to record outs out of him as the Jazz have been unable to find many gaps. So 2 outs of the inning. It's been a pretty quick inning thus far. Now Leandre Turner will bat. Leandre Turner is 0 for 1 today. He walked his last time up and then was out heading into third base when Luke Arnold made a nice play, or Garrett Staten made a, or Luke Arnold did, yep. He was able to gather it and tag Turner at third. 2 outs in the inning. Turner swings to the first pitch, then be popped up and out of play. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll play 7 tonight. And game 1 in the doubleheader, 30 minutes in between both games. And we'll be right back here live on YouTube. Counts 0-1 to Turner. The pitch from Brock is a chopper. That's going to go foul to Luke Arnold at third. And the count's now 0-2 to Turner. You'd love to see Clay Brock go all 7 tonight. No one's warming up in the Joes pen. Joes trying to save their arms for the playoffs that will start on Monday against this Richmond Jazz team. The 0-2 pitch upstairs for a ball. Nice spot there, but Turner doesn't swing at the high cheese. It'll be a best out of 3 series between the Joes and the Jazz starting on Monday. It's just a matter of who will get home field advantage. If the Joes were able to hold on to this one and then win in game 2 tonight, they'll clinch home field advantage and the 1 seed in the South.
Yeah, and in the first round of the playoffs, the home field advantage means you'll host the first and third games, as is normal practice in professional leagues.
The 2-2 from Brock, swinging a foul ball off of the lower left leg of Turner. Count remains 2-2 in me.
And should either of these teams reach the second round, one of them will in the championship series, in order to ease travel, home field advantage in that one will be given in the second and third games.
Yeah, just so
you don't have to
better
drive back and forth as much.
And also just for the better seeded team or better record team to have a chance to clinch at home on their home turf. 2-2. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Sammy Sass. Turner goes down swinging. That's the third out of the inning. A couple of the Joes didn't notice, as Clay Brock thought that might have been just the second out, but hey, he'll take it. Third out of the inning. 4 come up to bat. Tyler Johnson doubled, but he's stranded on second base. We go to the last inning of today's Game 1 of the doubleheader. 10-1 our score as we go to the 7th.
Is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Back here in Richmond, Indiana, McBride Stadium, Leighton Banjoff will lead things off, just like he did in the last inning when he hit a solo shot over the left field fence, his first home run of the summer ball season. 10-1 our score here in the 7th. Matthew Dickey back on the mound. Will throw from the windup and throw home. That is way high for ball 1. A good crowd on hand here at McBride Stadium. A lot of kids. And as you may see on our webcam, there a couple kids are out in left field waiting to see if another home run ball will go over the fence out there. Banjoff fouls one off into the street next door, and the count's 1-1. Ball and a strike, nobody out here in the 7th. Leighton is 2 for 3 today with a single and a home run. 2 RBIs to his credit as well. The 1-1 pitch is low in the dirt for ball 2. The wind has been blowing out all game long to straightaway center. Already seen 2 home runs in tonight's game. The 2-1. Outside ball 3. And both those home runs came in the last inning from Banjoff and Garrett Staten, who had the grand slam. 3-1 the count to Leighton Banjoff. Banjoff trying to reach base for the 3rd time in today's game. Dickey's pitch is fouled off. Straight back and over the roof here at McBride Stadium. Count runs full. Banjoff will restrap his red Adidas batting gloves. Will step back in the batter's box, tap his bat twice on home plate, and get ready for the 3-2 pitch from Dickey. Matthew Dickey winds and fires. This one's off the end of the bat. It's a spinner that spins out of play and back in play for a fair ball and an out. That was quite interesting. It was off the end of the bat and it was heading down the first base line. It was in foul territory for most of the time, but then spun back and hit the bag for a fair ball. And Banjoff is retired to start the inning. So Weird out to start the 7th, and now Matt Dietering will bat. Dietering is due for 3 today. He's reached base all 3 times. He reached base last time on an E4. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Joe's lead 10-1. take care of business here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Get ready for Game 2, which will be 30 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1 here. First pitch to Dietering is low for a ball in the dirt. A lot of kids screaming, "Hey, bada, bada, bada." The 1-0 is way inside and gets all the way by Skelly to the backstop. 2-0 the count to Matt.
One thing you gotta love about having a lot of kids in attendance is they don't seem to get quieter no matter what the score is. They're always rowdy for the home team.
Let's see if they'll settle down in game number 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Matt Dietering's in the all-time as Dickey was taking his time on the mound and he's now back on the rubber. Dickey's 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Matt Dietering here in the final inning of play in the top of the 7th. Glad you can join us here on YouTube. It's been an exciting one for the Joe's Bats as they put 10 on the board. Big cut on the 3-0 from Matt. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a foul ball straight back to the fence. And the count is full. Mark Ingram will get some new baseballs from the Bat Girl out of the Richmond Jazz dugout. 3-2 the count with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Luke Arnold is on deck. Righty on lefty matchup. Dickey's pitch. Swing and a drive. Fair, or foul, just foul actually, down the right field line. Gotta try to get up on my seat to see down the right side as your view is basically our view. You're in the press box at McBride Stadium. We'll have another full count pitch upcoming to Matt Dietering. 1 out here in the 7th. Joe's put up 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and then 6 in the 6th. The payoff pitch, curveball, and Dietering gets underneath it, pops it up in the infield. The shortstop, Borges, will make the catch. 4 out number 2 here in the 7th. And Luke Arnold will now bat. Luke is 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the 4th and was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning, then would ultimately come around to score off the grand slam from Staten. Two outs in the inning. Arnold batting from the right side. Dickey throws home. And Arnold goes chasing at 1 in the dirt for strike 1. Luke Arnold batting .255 on the season, but .321 average against the Jazz this summer. The 0-1 is a curveball that dives low for ball 1. Dickey gets the pitch from Skelly. Now winds and fires. And that one misses high. 2-1. Dalton Miller on deck. He'll bat if Luke Arnold can reach base. Here with 2 outs. Dickey's 2-1 pitch is popped up over our heads and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Luke Arnold. 2 outs here in the 7th. 10-1 our score. Dickey trying to get his 2nd strikeout of the day. Fires the 2-2. It's a breaking ball that misses high, and the count's full again for the 2nd straight batter. Joes have 10 runs on 9 hits. Jazz only have 1, and they have 4 hits. The payoff pitch and the dirt ball 4. Luke Arnold reaches base for the 3rd time this evening. And Dalton Miller will bat. Dalton is 1 for 3 today with a single. There's a broken bat single over the third baseman's head, Caleb Chatham. He's up to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on in the 7th. Miller batting from the right side out of Miami Hamilton. Dickey throws the 2-0 from the stretch, and this one is poked right at the left fielder, Tyler Johnson, who will make the easy grab for the 3rd out. So Dalton Miller able to hit it right off the barrel, but it hits it right at the left fielder Johnson for the 3rd and final out of the inning. Joes will look to get the 3 more outs in the bottom of the 7th to secure their 27th win of the season and get a 2-game lead on the Jazz. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back for the last 3 outs here from Richmond.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pay Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide variety of brands and home appliances, providing quality repairs on everything from dishwashers to microwaves. Go to their location at 780 South Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard or contact them at 513-285-3519.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
7, 8, 9 in the order for the Richmond Jazz, due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Jazz down to their final 3 outs in game 1 of this doubleheader. Bradley Fleener will bat first. So 0 for 2 today. Reached on in the air his last time up. First pitch from Clay Brock, who's in for his 7th inning of work, is a strike. Clay Brock looking for the complete game here in this 7-inning game. Counts 0-1 to Fleener. Brock winds and fires. It's a curveball. Ground ball to the second baseman Lyman, who fields it to his left. Loses his footing. Throw to first. Is not in time, though. Ooh. That was really close. Lyman lost his footing as he entered the grass out in right field. He was actually safe. I thought we got him by a half step, but instead it's going to be a single for Bradley Fleener. So leadoff hit after Lyman just lost his footing. Nobody out. And Chandler Skelly will bat, swing and miss on the first pitch from Clay Brock. Really good job by Clay tonight. He gave up 7 earned runs in 5 innings pitched the last time he pitched against the Jazz, and he's only given up 1 tonight and only 4 hits. And now he plunks Skelly. So now runners on first and second with nobody out.
You got to finish this one out if you're Clay. Joes really don't want to utilize any of their bullpen to try and get 3 outs in a game like this, especially when they got to play again in 30 minutes. So he's going to have to get out of this jam. He's got quite a cushion, but if you're the Joes here, you really don't want anyone except Clay Brock to have the mound for the rest of this one.
Tyler Borges will bat. Borges is 0 for 2 today. First pitch to Borges is a breaking ball that catches the top of the zone for a strike. Bradley Fleener's got an infield single. He's on second base, and Skelly just got hit by a pitch. He's on first with nobody out. The pitch is lifted out into center field. Harry Jackson is there. He'll make the catch, and everyone will hold put on the base paths. Fleener elects not to tag on the arm of Harry Jackson. 1 out here in the 7th, and now the Jazz are down to their final 2 outs. KJ Curry will bat. KJ had a hit back in the first inning Has been retired the last 2 times, lined out to third base his last time up. One out here in the bottom of the 7th. Quayrock fires his first pitch. That's popped up. Sammy Sass flips off his mask, and he is going to make the catch. 4 out number 2. We've talked about it numerous times tonight. That backstop is deep. And a regular ball field, Sass doesn't make that catch, but with how deep the backstop is here at McBride Stadium, Sass was able to make the catch for the second out.
Yeah, he needed all that room. He got almost all the way to the backstop before he was able to make that catch. But it was a nice one from Sammy Sass. As soon as he flipped the mask off and turned around, he was pretty much full speed back to the ball, and he was able to get under it just in time. And that's the second out.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Jazz down their final out. We'll play game 2, 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. This one is hit well into left center field. Harry Jackson on the run, can't get to it. That's going to get to the wall. That will score Fleener from second. That'll score Skelly from first. It's a 2 RBI double for Cale Chatham.
Yeah, that ball was crushed out there in left center. It didn't really have much of a chance to get out, as we mentioned. It's just so deep out there, but that ball was hit on the screws, and the Jazz are able to get some pride here at the bottom of the 7th.
Maybe have some momentum going into the second game. Chatham gets his first hit of the day. And now Ben Huber will bat. Huber is 1 for 3 tonight. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Quayrock fires from the stretch. It's a breaking ball that's low and outside for ball 1. One-0 the count. The pitch is popped up. This might do it. Matt Dietering underneath it, and he'll secure it for the 3rd out of the game and the final out of the game. Joes win 10-3 here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Quayrock goes 7 complete innings, gives up 3 earned runs and 5 hits. But the Joes have now moved to 2 spots, 2 games ahead of the Richmond Jazz in the South Division standings. And with the win here in Game 2, the Joes can clinch home field advantage at Foundation Field for the first round.
Yeah, this was a resounding victory. That 6th inning really put a nice stamp on it for the Joes, and they're in great position now as they have a potential to clinch the home field advantage tonight in Game 2. Stay tuned for that.
So don't go away for Game 2. We'll end this stream and we'll start another one in about 30 minutes. Not sure who's going to be on the mound for the Joes, but we'll let you know when we come back live on Hamilton Joe's YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us for Game 1. Final score one more time in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Joes 10, Jazz 3. And the Joes improved to 27-13 on the season, 14-6 on the road. We'll be back for Game 2 in about half hour. Don't go away.